All right, it is early in the morning here, but the grading has already started, and the talk about grading has already started here at the CSG booth. Andy Broome, the head grader, who has been on the job for, what, about 6 months now, right?
Yeah, about 6 months. We launched in February.
And give us a little status report. I mean, I know you never know when you launch a new venture how things are going to go, and you made the trip from Texas to Florida to get this thing off the ground. Talk a little about just these past 6 months and what it's been like for you guys.
You know, it's been a whirlwind. You know, I've been professionally grading now for over 20 years, and you know, none of us have seen the market like this. This has been a crazy market, and we launched at the most perfect time ever, you know, in February. And so it's just been, we hit the ground running. We exceeded our expectations immediately. We didn't fully know what to expect, you know, like volume-wise and reception-wise in the industry, but it's been fantastic, and it's been huge. It's you know, this is our first national, and so, you know, we didn't know what to expect with that either, but it's been great.
And you guys are grading here on site.
We are. Yeah, we're doing full encapsulation on site.
It's a little, and this is a company, obviously, CCG, that's been around for a long time, so they're no stranger to trade shows and things like that. From a card grading standpoint, though, what's it like to try and get this all together for the first time and get?
You know, it's great. It's you know, CCG's been grading collectibles since 1987. You know, NGC coins and CGC comics and PMG paper money. So, you know, while you know, I'm not new to card grading. But you know, us as a company, we were new to sports card grading, and so I was able to bring in the expertise and logistics of you know, 30 years of our company to help with us getting started, and you know, the logistics and the how we flow you know, cards through our system. So that was a really big important part for the whole puzzle, putting it together, you know, for us being able to rely on that expertise and logistics.
What is the status now in terms of when somebody comes to you with cards? What's the cost basically on the bottom side, and how long is it taking for folks to get cards back? Away from the show here.
Oh, from the show?
No,
yes.
I mean away from the show.
Yeah.
Just if they send them in.
Yeah, so we you know, we have different, our turnaround times or service tiers are based on value, the card value. So we have from bulk, which is our lowest tier, it starts out at $12 a card without subs, all the way up through our unlimited walkthrough service. And you know, that's $250 a card plus 1% market value. That's the highest tier. That's unlimited value for the card. So, you know, turnaround times are based on those tiers. Our express and walk through those upper tiers, they're running on time. You know, our bulk is behind, and it's just because you know, the demand is so high. You know, we've been ramping up our staff over the last 6 months. We're continuing to hire. Actually, just hired 5 more this week. Finishing up some of the paperwork here at the show, actually, which is fantastic. So, you know, since we started our Sarasota home base, we had 400 employees. So just since we've started, we're now at 500 employees. So we're rapidly growing. So, but you know, that takes time. That takes training for people if they're entry level, and so that all affects the turnaround time. So we're ramping up so we can bring those turnaround times on the bulk end down.
What kind of cards have you guys seen? I know you grade everything, but is there one of a certain part of the hobby in card-wise that you're seeing more than others in this first 6 months?
You know, first 6 months, starting out with mostly modern, ultra-modern material that we're seeing. But, you know, like on the vintage side, we've had a great amount of vintage already in, some exciting cards. I'm a vintage guy, so I'm kind of biased on that. But I've been really pleased to see some of the great material we've already gotten in. On the modern side, you know, just Jordan rookies. You know, seeing so many nice Jordan rookies coming in. But you know, me as a card nerd, the other side is, you know, we've seen the altered, we've seen the counterfeits. You know, like as we expect, and you know, I like seeing those too, because you know, that's part of the market. Part of our job is to detect those and to, you know, not grade those. And so you know, I like even seeing that kind of stuff, seeing what type of material that's going in, you know, going through the companies, through the hobby. But yeah, it's been great. You know, our very first card was a LeBron refractor. So we started with a pretty hot car.
Very good. Andy Broome, the head grader here at CSG at a busy National Sports Collectors Convention.